In my attempt to run faster and run a half marathon under an hour and 30 minutes, I have 20 things to help me achieve this. I've listed 16 things in previous videos, and today I want to share the last 4 things with you. First, let's list what I've talked about so far. Training. The number one thing to get better is by training. So I'll be training my long runs, my fartlek runs, and my speed runs. I'm training for strength by doing strength training, and for speed by doing speed exercises. And as a special training, I'm doing the big 3. The 3 best exercises that I showed you that are very beneficial for runners. I'm watching my food intake to help with weight loss and making sure that I get the proteins that I need. I check my hydration with the H2O Pal bottle, so I'm hydrated every day. I'll drink beet juice to help me with extra stamina during the race. And I'm taking supplements to stay in good health and to be energized. I'm wearing good gear during the race to optimize comfort and performance. I'll be running in my Nike Vaporfly Next Percent to have light shoes and to hopefully take advantage of the shoes that have helped a lot of people set new PRs. I'm wearing compression socks to help with blood circulation, and the Air Relax is going to help me with recovery during training and to get me ready for the race. And I'll be running with Stride to keep track of my power and performance on the run. So that's 16 items so far. Now on to the last 4 items on the list. In order to run faster, I'll be watching my form. I've mentioned running form in a couple of videos before, and today I want to focus on 2 things. In order to run comfortably and lose the least amount of energy, you have to run up straight and not hunch over while you're running. Especially when you get tired, a lot of people tend to hunch over, but this actually costs more energy in the long run and it hurts your performance. The other thing is the swing of my legs. When you look at marathon runners like Kipchoge, you will notice that when his foot comes back, it goes up high almost with his heel hitting his butt, and then it swings forward again for his next step. This makes his stride bigger and his pace faster. Okay, so now you might say, but yeah, that's because he's running faster. And you're right, but it's not because he's running faster or putting in more effort that his legs are moving that way. It's because he's moving his legs like that, and that's why he's running faster. Now, I find that when you pay attention to this while you're running and bring your heels up to your butt more, you will run faster, but it's actually easier to speed up this way than to simply just speed up your motion. It's easier on your heart rate and it's easier on your breathing. It's a little bit harder on your muscles, but that's why we have those exercises that I talked about in video 2 and 3. You put in the training so that this part becomes easier and that you can run with larger stride and better form. The next thing that's going to help run a faster race is to mind the course. Now, I picked the CPC half marathon in The Hague because it's a very straight and flat course. It's known to be a very fast course, so that's going to help. Also, when you're running a race, you want to take the inside of every bend and run in a straight line from one bend to the next. That way you will run the shortest possible distance during your race. Now, the CPC doesn't have a lot of bends, so I'm hoping that'll give me a little bit of an advantage during the race. Another thing that I hope to gain some advantage from during the race is I'm going to be running with a pace group. I've never run with a pace group before, but I'm hoping that this time it'll help me not to go out too fast at the start, and further on in the race it'll help motivate me to keep going during the race. And that brings me to number 20 on the list, and that is you have to want it more. I've been a long time admirer of Bruce Lee and his philosophy. He was the greatest martial artist in the world, and even though he's been dead for over 45 years, there hasn't been anyone that's better since. And the reason for this is because he put in the work, he was dedicated, he was determined to be the best because he just wanted it more. And the same with Kobe Bryant. I've always been a big fan of Kobe Bryant. I didn't post anything about him passing away recently because you're posting things on social media for likes and views, and I didn't really want to do that over the back of someone else passing away. But I've always been a big Kobe Bryant fan. I used to love watching him play. And the reason he was such a great player was because he put in the work. He practiced, he studied, he trained, and he pushed himself because he wanted it more. And that is the mentality that you need to succeed. You have to go out there and do those long runs. You have to push yourself and do those exercises and work at it to get the result. And on race day, you have to push yourself to get the result that you want. And if you want it enough, you will put in the work. So these are the 20 things that are gonna help me run faster. Now, my race is coming up very soon, so make sure you don't miss that video so you can see how I did. Subscribe down below, and until next time, get out there and run.